is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
And when you hear idiots out there say, oh, the only reason Phil's successful is because he has like 2 supporters. No, the reason I'm successful is because I've worked my ass off for 15 years. So even though I'm not popular today, because the work I put in years prior, I'm still able to do what I love and make a living doing it. Do you understand? You get it? It was called work ethic. And the work ethic pays off over time. That's why I'm still here today. Alright? So anyway, it's pretty awesome. I enjoyed that. Thank you so much, whoever that was, because again, I don't know who that is. Thank you so very much for a very, very generous tip. That is very, very nice of you, and I really appreciate it. Continuing on. Threw his fiancée under the bus and turned her private medical issue into a drama stream. Didn't happen. Demanded she never go to a hospital again, instead that they give her a pill and leave her where they found her. Didn't happen. Lied about money issues for a year. Non-stop begging for cash while flying a girl out to see him. Didn't happen. Used tax donations to move the woman in with him. Didn't happen. Used tax donations to marry the woman. Didn't happen. Stole fan donations that went towards the Project 7 reboot. Didn't happen. Refused to pay friends for the work they did. Only used to make money, and you only used them to make money and make more off of dead friends until he lost them all. Didn't happen. Wants to hit an 11-year-old girl. Didn't happen. Groomed 2 fangirls and used them for sex and extra money. Oh. Didn't happen. But the one that I really didn't say yet. This is the one that gets me the most. Everyone's a paid shill tweet. Okay? Apparently, last year I put out a tweet that said everyone's a paid shill. That's not what happened. Oh, it's the vest streak. The vest streak is back. Here's the thing. I don't want to make my content about that ever again. I learned from my mistake 3 years ago how it became all about talking about the vest streak and the support and the vest streak. I don't want it to be like that anymore, alright? That's why I'm not going to put vest streak down here on the leaderboard and we're going to start counting. We're not going to do that. You guys want to count it. I'm not going to stop you. But I'm not going to sit here and make every single stream about the vest, the vest, the vest. Can we hit the vest goal, the vest? We're not doing that, okay? So I'm just going to forewarn everyone. If people sit around and start doing this and start making it all about that and essentially derail the streams and make it that we can't concentrate on the gameplay and have good talk anymore, and instead it's about vest, 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 you're not going to be here. You're going to be gone.
Banned, 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 banned. Gone. Forever.
Just like everyone else causing drama, just like everyone else who derails my streams, it's not allowed. Because that's what it is. That's exactly what it's called, derailing. That's what it was 3 years ago. People coming to the streams, they didn't care what game I was playing. They didn't care what we were talking about. They literally came in here to talk about money to make it look like that's all I care about, when that's not the case. I'm putting out meaningful content for my audience first, and if I get to get support or make a living doing it, you know, that goes hand in hand with putting out good content people like. But that's kind of the icing on the cake. Primary, you know, focus, the number one thing I'm you know, focused on is having a good time with you and making good content for you, alright? So, it's been amazing this week. So far, 6 straight streams of hitting all of our goals. Both, by the way, tips goals and membership goals, because we've exceeded member goals every day, too. That's why we're 100 members more than we were just 3 days ago, you see? So this has been outstanding. Can we keep it up? I have no idea. Am I going to freak out if we don't? No.
I'm good at lying.
It's not a big deal if we don't. Support comes and goes. Things get good. Things get slow. It's all good. It all evens out in the end, and it's all a good time. As long as we're having a good time together, that's all that matters, man. So I'm not going to make it all about that. Understand that. And I don't want to see people sitting in the chat constantly talking about Jinx, because he's been a supporter for 3 days, and talking shit, and where is he? What's going on with Jinx? Fuck off. It's none of your business. Why are you stalking Jinx, right? Fuck you. Grow up and leave him alone. Because if I see it, you're gone. Okay. Let's continue. Ladies and gentlemen, I received a generous tip. See who this is from. Wow. A $75 tip. $75 just came in, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
I've never run into this thing before. What is it, a money creature? Yeah, look. It's a money creature. It just throws money around. What the hell was that?
So Wolf's Paradox did a super chat. Now, Wolf's Paradox, just so you know, first of all, I appreciate it. It's a $20 super chat. I'm going to cut out half of it because half of it is bullshit. The other half I've already addressed, but it just might be that now it's been about 2 months and people don't realize. So I will answer what you're saying. So in a nutshell, basically what Wolf's Paradox is saying is that he's seeing a lot of positivity on the internet around people who, recently had a lot of negativity associated with them, correct? And he says, do you think that I would have benefited from something like that if during the interview with Side Scrollers, I had shown screenshots to Craig of the mobile game, alright? So here's the thing, I've already addressed this. This has already been explained, but no one listens to my answers, alright? No one wants to hear the answers, alright? I'm on this podcast with Side Scrollers, alright? And Craig's like, if you're innocent of all these claims of spending money on mobile games, which is ludicrous that there's even a claim against me and anyone gives a fuck about it, because it has nothing to do with me or my content at all. It's the most ludicrous bullshit from outside the streams. It has nothing to do with anyone's business or anything. It's false, but it's still bullshit anyway. It shouldn't affect anyone's judgment or anything. It's just nonsense. It's fucking bullshit. Okay? And it pisses me off that we have to talk about it, because it's fucking nonsense. It's so stupid. But anyway, since this is what they wanted to harp on in the interview, out of all the things to talk about, this is what they harped on in the interview, right? During the interview, the host of the interview, Craig, said, can you just send me a screenshot of the game, right? To prove your innocence. And what did I say? I said, I would probably consider and be willing to do it, but I'm not going to do it live on the show, alright? Now, why didn't I do it live on the show? It's very simple. Because it wouldn't have proved anything, alright? These accounts, these mobile game accounts, even though they're not supposed to be transferable, are. There's a whole market for them online. Right now, you can go online and search WWE Champions account, and you can buy one right now, even though you're not supposed to be able to. You can buy it from someone, and you own that account, and it's a transfer of the account. You understand? So, if I had just taken a screenshot and sent them a screenshot of my real account, it literally would have proven nothing. They would, oh, you see, so that's easily bullshit. It's easily doctored because he bought someone else's account or whatever. The real way to prove your innocence in a case like this needs to actually show all the corroborating evidence, okay? So what does that mean? It means I would have had to show my account, all the information tied to the account. Now, I have a phone. So I could show things, for example, there's on iPhones, there's something called Game Center. And I could have shown that on Game Center, there's an account associated with Game Center, and that's, you know what I'm saying, that's the account that I'm using. It's not the account I'm accused of using and all that. In addition, I could have showed all the other games that I've ever played on Game Center, and I was going to actually show other games that I play currently to show all my information that it's all real, it's all the same name and everything associated with all those accounts, that that's my account, that's what I really use. So the only way to prove innocence isn't just do a quick screenshot and show it on a podcast. It would have never worked. It would have immediately been debunked. Oh, that's a fake account, he sold it. But if I can show all the corroborating evidence, right? Here's the account, here's how it ties to this ID, here's other accounts in that name for corroboration, here's your body of evidence to prove what I'm saying is true, then it would have been fine. And I already explained this. I'm getting asked again 2 months later. People already forgot my answers. Immediately after that show ended, I actually did all this. I made, took all the screenshots, proved all of it, had all of it there, okay? All the evidence showing this is my real account, and it ties to this ID, to this, this account, and here's other accounts in other games that's the same ID. You can show it's the one I've been using for years and years. I had all of this ready to go. And I emailed Craig, and I said, are you ready? Because I want to make sure you're actively looking at your email account. I want to send this to you so you can look at it, but I can't have you staring at it or have a chance that someone else will get it. You got to delete it. This is my personal information. This is tied to things like my Apple account, and if this gets out, they're going to ruin it all for me. They're going to ruin all my accounts. They're going to fuck it all up because they've done shit like that before. So I send him an email, and he ignores it. He completely ignored the email. Only for me to get an email the next day saying, yeah, we slammed you all this morning on our podcast because we don't believe you. And it's like, so essentially he didn't care. He never believed me. He wasn't going to believe me. You understand? Like, they already had preconceived notions in their heads of what the deal was based on watching 2 weeks of detractor content.
Star Apache cheered. Says, why did detractors say you're a pig roach? You don't look like a pig or a roach. I don't know. I don't know what that means. That's one of their memes. I don't actually know what it means at all.
Right? There was absolutely no chance they were going to believe anything I said. If I sent them the screenshot, oh, well, he bought someone else's account. That's not evidence of anything. When I actually said, give me a few minutes after the show, let me take a half an hour to show all the evidence, create the packet of evidence you need to show my real stuff, and I said, I want to send it to you, are you ready? He ignored me. And then the next day said, don't bother sending it, I don't want it. We already slammed you on our show. I'm not ever going to waste time doing interviews and shit like this ever again, because I don't believe there's a single person on the internet who will give me a fair shake. They're all in it for their own agendas. They're all in it to get over. Because take a look at how they got over for the next 2 weeks. It was constant. Let's talk about Phil. Here's a related topic similar to Phil. I mean, shit, they just interviewed Boogie. Do you think they would have fucking interviewed Boogie if they didn't have me on the show first? It's a no-brainer. So now this is an ongoing stream of benefits that they're going to have because they had me on the show. So, it was pretty... Now it's pretty clear-cut. what was going on. Back then it wasn't. I actually thought I could trust Craig, but sadly, the thing was done in a way that there was no way they were ever going to believe me to begin with. How else can you explain that I literally said to him right after the show, dude, I have all the evidence for you. I'd like to send this to you, but I just want to be sure you're at your email. Can you take it? And he ignored me for a day, only so he could do a negative show about me the next day, profit from my haters, and then email me later, oh, by the way, yeah, we don't believe you. Too bad. So, fuck that. Fuck all that nonsense. And, but again, this is not anything I've already said. I've already said it, but now it's 2 months later. So I guess every couple of months I have to reiterate the exact same thing I said 2 months ago. Because people didn't listen the first time. I don't know what else to say. Alright? It really is.
Oh my god, he's drinking donations. Thank you. I mean, what an amazingly supportive stream so far today. Anything is appreciated at this point. Any contributions. The one thing we didn't get today so far is memberships. Tips are outstanding. Super chats are pretty good. Engagement and likes are great. So, if you wanted to help out and you had a choice, I would say maybe a couple of memberships, maybe gift them to the community. I know a few people lost them, but outside of that, everything's great, man. Thank you so much. Let's do another hour before we go on break, okay? Alright, let's continue.
Nothing works! Look! The workbench doesn't work either?
Let's mix it up.
Did the whole game glitch out? Can I save? I can't save! The game froze and I can't move! You've got to be fucking kidding me. The game froze and I can't move. I can't do anything. Look. I'm starting to get fucking upset.
All you can taste is salt.
Great stream, great support, great fun. Star Wars progress. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Alright. Good stuff, guys. Thank you for a great stream. And what I'm going to do right now is upload all the gameplay to the channel so you can get caught up at your own leisure. And tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it is Oblivion Shivering Isles DLC Endgame. We're basically getting into the end of it. I don't know if we'll actually beat it tonight, but we're going to try. We'll see what happens, how far we can get. Now, also keep in mind, we're going to see if tonight, if the streak continues. This is 7 straight freaking streams where we got support and hit all our goals. And by the way, I should say, it was not Jinx today. Because previously everyone's like, oh, it's the same guy every day. Today, Jinx was here, didn't contribute at all because we had already hit the goals. So that's pretty stupendous, no? So thanks to everyone who contributed here. I really appreciate that. You guys are awesome. You're making this a really awesome week, obviously, for me, helping me out.
I totally understand mobile gaming and its insane rise. Mobile gaming is ridiculously profitable. Every one of these mobile games has this microtransaction formula that becomes incredibly addicting, that requires repeated, ongoing purchases. You always need to keep playing and keep spending to be one of the top players in a mobile game, or even just be current on an event in a mobile game. I can tell you, if you didn't drop money to get every new summon character, you couldn't even play the new events. The events would be worthless unless you had the new character. It's pretty stupid the way that these work, but at the same time, I can tell you the formula works. People will drop money over and over and over. It is an addictive process. It's very much a predatory process.
There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.